Breakfast is served. Good morning. Welcome to Vlogmas day 3. This morning, I think it's about 8, almost 9 at this point, and I just fed Xena. She gets so excited for food, it cracks me up. I think I'm gonna start the day by tidying up this room, my office slash crafting room slash the room that we watch like TV and movies in. We are gonna tidy up this room a lot. If you are a crafter, you know that it's easy to have your crafts just like spread everywhere. And because this is also the room that we hang out in a lot, there's just other crap everywhere too. And it's getting on my nerves. So yeah, we're gonna deal with some of that today and try and make things a little tidier. And then I have a small like faux Christmas tree that I might bring in here. I'm not totally sure yet because I don't really have a place for it, but that's what we're gonna try and figure out today. So enjoy the speed cleaning. Before we get started, I just want to show you what we're kind of working with here. So this, on the other side of this door is the kitchen. So there's a couple things in here that relate to that, but anyway. So these two pieces of furniture were here when we moved in. I can't really do a lot with them. I might be able to get rid of this one, but this is just full of like family photos and that kind of stuff. So can't go anywhere, but we might be able to tidy this up a bit. I'm not loving how there's just boxes on display. Yeah, this is mostly empty. So it kind of became like a landing ground for random craft stuff. This stuff needs to just be dealt with. This is literally empty. Like I bought this to use as like a project bag and it's empty. So it's not doing its job. It needs to do its job. This is a bag full of like oatmeal packets that we had to move out of the kitchen for whatever reason during the Thanksgiving holiday. So there's just like crap that I have to deal with. This is my desk. It's in decent condition. Like this is pretty normal for it. Actually, it looks pretty good, but we'll tidy it up a little bit and try and get some of this stuff. Like for example, this smoke detector. That doesn't need to be in here. It should be in the kitchen where the smoke happens. We have a bit of my yarn storage and then random stuff needs to be dealt with. My garbage can needs to be taken out, etc. The vacuum. Over in this corner, this stuff is a little bit difficult to deal with right now. This is like vinyl flooring and we just don't really have time. I don't care about it that much and I don't feel like moving it into the basement until we have time to actually install it where we plan to. So it just lives there for right now, which is fine. Now onto this pile of stuff. This, like I would really like to try and deal with this because it just looks bad. I don't like how it looks. And it's just a bunch of stuff, like basically decor pieces that we haven't gotten around to putting up because there's a bit of like construction projects or just like remodeling repairs that we have to do before it really makes sense to put any of this stuff up. But I think it can look a little bit neater than this. And this is one of my like favorite lamps and it's just sitting here. So if I can find a spot for this to go, maybe in the living room or something, I would love to do that. Our seating area, not too bad. Could use a little tidying up. Random shit on the floor. Over here, we'll clean that up. This is my crafting cabinet. And like really, it doesn't look that bad, but it could definitely use some tidying. This is like my jewelry box. This is my dye pot like kit, which is like, why is it even open like this, you know? So we'll tidy up this area. This part over here, these two doors we basically don't go into because this one is a closet that's completely full of stuff. This one is some stuff that's not my stuff. And this is a bathroom that is like semi-functioning. So we need to remodel it and so we don't really go in there. So that means that this is all of the art we had up in our apartment and it's just kind of chilling here for the meantime. So whatever, it's just kind of there and it's probably going to stay there if we're being honest. So we don't really have another spot to put it right now. Over here we have my yarn cabinet for like my pretty yarn that I want on display. Like this is all my sock yarn and a few little random decorative yarns here. And then this is more like hand spun. I spun these ones, and these are some yarns from Iceland my sister brought back from me. So that's cool. This is a bag of clay. Because I'm taking a ceramics class right now, and this clay was, I'm doing a wheel throwing class, and this clay was like way too gritty to use. So it came home so we can try and just do some like hand building with it. Thought it'd make a fun project. Maybe we'll try and do that during Vlogmas. And then this lovely pile is my pile of stuff that needs to be repaired or embellished, right? This is one that's, I started this embellishment, and the, let's see if I can open this with one hand. Maybe I cut it off. Oh no, I think it's there. The string, oh yeah, I did cut it off. The string has literally just been like hanging out inside there for years. I started this in college. I graduated college 5.5 years ago. So anyway, and then there's more bags inside of this bag to be filled. This whole picnic basket here, full of clothes that need to be edited. This needs to be fixed. So like we'll tackle this at some point during Vlogmas, because this is just way too much. It needs to be dealt with. And some of these are super easy projects, like this guy right here. The handle just like popped off, and all I have to do is sew it back into place. That should be easy, right? What are you doing? Okay, anyway. And then of course the table, just chaotic, needs to be cleaned up. Because like I was doing projects the last few days and they didn't get cleaned up, and then we eat dinner in here too, and that's my bra and whatever. So that's what we're looking at right now. Lots of improvement to be made. Yeah. Oh, I should probably water my plant too. Okay, anyway, let's get started. All right, we're gonna work on my desk area next. We're just gonna go around the room the same way I showed you. First thing is this chair is freaking busted. It probably can be repaired, but I'm not the person to do that. So I'm gonna move this out of this room and bring in a different chair. Do you ever deal with, like, I feel like this is something that a lot of people deal with. I'm gonna fix this lamp because it's bothering me. It's just weirdly tucked in there, but anyway. I feel like every morning, like an hour to an hour and a half after I wake up, I just like am overcome with nausea, and it sucks. Like, I really hate it. And I don't think it's hunger, because I don't feel hungry. I feel like sick. And this, like, I don't think there's anything health-wise going on necessarily, but my God, I think it's probably because I'm a little warm too, because I'm like zooming through this, and somehow it's actually, you know what, I'm gonna open the windows. Drink some water with me if you haven't had any recently. Oh. Okay. I have random things in my pockets. This is some game. It's like a trivia game that I only have the cards for. So this needs to go in the gaming cabinet. I'm just gonna set it on the table right now because this is where all of the like stuff that needs to go out is currently. And then this is like kind of a fun, cute gift from one of my former bosses. We were talking about, I don't even remember why we were talking about this, but we were, and I was like, oh no, I'm not familiar with what you're talking about. And he's like, you've never heard of a loop before? Like, aren't you a photographer? And I was like, yeah, like, I don't know what you're talking about though. So this is what he gave me. It's basically a magnifying glass that you put on, you know, text. Let's see if this works. And yeah, it magnifies the text. So that's kind of a sweet gift. You know, realistically, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this because, like, obviously I'm, like, not amazing vision or anything, but yeah. Anyway, so figure out something to do with this. I'm just going to put it on the table for right now and take my break. All right, we're getting back to it. This right here, I did not make this myself, but I bought this at a thrift store because I could tell that it was hand knit. I mean, you're not gonna find something like this in any old store. It has some beading along the edge, which is just gorgeous. And I just really fell in love with this, and I felt really sad that, you know, that somebody donated this piece. Like, this took probably minimum 30 hours to make, and the detailing is so intricate, all over lace. Yeah, it just hurt my heart a little bit. And this, it reminds me of like a wedding shawl, So I had to hold on to it. I don't really know what to do with it because it's not something that I'd really wear, you know, in the day-to-day life, but it is so beautiful. Oh, let me fold this up. Okay, well, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think the room looks a lot better. There's still some stuff I need to deal with. That's just how cleaning goes. There's always something. I just put together this little French toast bake. Sorry, my hand's kind of shaky. This is apple that was grown on a tree right outside my house. It's pretty good. It's very sweet. So I just threw that on top, and I'm just gonna add my eggy cinnamony mixture in. Throw that in the oven. These are the croissants that I dropped on the floor yesterday. So reduce, reuse, recycle, right? And the heat should kill off anything weird, so here we go. I used a non-dairy cream in this, so it's like super thick compared to how I normally make French toast, but hopefully it turns out really good. It just looks good already. Okay. Hello. I am going to tackle a few of the projects that have been loading up in my basket of things to be repaired. I'm just going to try and do the ones that are like quick and like larger items like this freaking thing. Especially because this will be nice to have because it's cold. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to watch some Vlogmas from Megan Hughes and just chill out for a while. I'm still cooking my French toast bake for about 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to eat that too. So that's what we're up to now. Yeah.
In every single vlog, especially during Vlogmas last year, I called them my little baby pouches. Also, I know what you might be purees. Delicious. It's like a smoothie. Oh, motherfucker! He loves talking about them. That's actually really nice behavior. Here I go. Okay.
I just pulled out the French toast bake from the oven and it looks so good. I'm going to serve myself up now. Okay, that worked out like really well. I was not expecting that to come out so evenly. And it's like a perfect little square. Some syrup. And we have this cocoa whip left over from Thanksgiving. So I'm just gonna put, oh, it's really hard because it was in the freezer, but just a little smidge on there. Et voila. I'm so excited to eat this. Okay, first bite here. I've got some apple. Oh, hell yeah. That's so good. Mm. Oh my god, and it was so easy too. I might have to make this again. This is really good. Mm. Mm.
You don't feel any other people
Let's go.
right now?
Yeah, let's go get it. Though the water's not even in the thing.
What?
The water's not touching the base of it. We just got a tree. Cheese! So I'm gonna go take down the other tree that we already have and put this one up.
It's a fake
This
tree.
is a...
This is real tree.
I should have asked if I could keep the tag because I don't even remember what kind it was.
Nordman.
Nordman. A 5 to 6 foot Nordman tree. And we bought it from Loma Vista Farm.
Small Nord.
Yeah, well, I like this one, and it was kind of funny because when we bought it, the woman who was helping us was like, I really like this tree because, and we're both like, it's two-toned. Because it's really pretty. Like, you can't really tell on this side, but it's like kind of a bluer green on the bottom, and then like a bright forest green on top. It's really beautiful. And it's not like a fluffy bush tree, which I don't really like that kind of tree. So, yeah. Tree. Cheese. Hello. So, since we last talked, we bought a tree. That was our old tree. I think this is definitely an improvement. It's basically as tall as me. And I'm gonna start putting lights on it now. One of my white strands of lights, which was kind of a small one, so it's okay, but it just burnt out, which is a bummer. The entire thing is not lighting. And it was a really cheap one to begin with. I think it was like $2. So we're just gonna, rest in peace, that one. This one is colorful, and then we have one strand of white. So I'm gonna try and make the color go as much as we can, and then a white strand that just kind of spirals once around the tree. We'll see how that goes, but that's the plan. And I went and dug around in the basement for old decorations that we might have had, and I found a few things that are gonna be kind of fun, like a really fun vintage tree topper and a wreath that we're gonna figure out somewhere to put. So that is the plan. Yeah, let's get to it.
Got Kicks. This video is brought to you by God Kicks.
Yeah, exactly.
You want some kicks and happen to live in California? It's worth the drive, no matter where you are in all of California.
Stay in Disneyland, or Disney World rather. Okay, cool.
Which one's that one?
The one in Florida. When I was a kid, my mom always wanted us to wrap the tree really, really tightly. Like, she wanted it, basically the trunk of the tree to be like barber pulled, and then more lights around it. And it does look cool, because it looks like the tree's glowing from within, but like, I do not have the patience or the amount of lights needed for something like that. So we're just gonna stick with what we can and tuck these lights in as much as possible. welcome to Vlogmas day 4. Yeah. Today is Monday, which means we'll probably not do a whole lot in terms of like fun little Christmas crafts and such. That said, what we will be doing, let me get my computer going here. I have some work to do, yay. So I'm gonna get some of that done this morning. Eat some more of my apple French toast bake, which is gonna be delicious. And we'll see what we get up to. I need to do laundry today, I think. So probably do quite a few loads of laundry. I hate opening my email after the weekend because I just get so much anxiety that my clients have been, you know, frantically contacting me, but I also really don't like to check the email over the weekend. Just confirmed my dentist appointment for this week. That's going to be on Thursday. And no terrifying emails. Only one email that I received on Thursday, so kind of a while ago, but that's okay, that I have to deal with. And a couple other little bits and bobs that I'm going to get into. I just sorted this pile of things that I've been holding on to by date, except for this. This needs to go on the bottom. Like approximately when I got them or the important date, like this is a wedding invitation. So I, you know, put that on the date of the wedding, etc. Lambtown Festival 2023. I think that looks cool. Do it like that. One, I mean, I only added a few things on this, but yes. Then we added these tickets. I'm gonna write some stuff here because this was a really like interesting day. So I'm gonna write some more stuff. This page, I'm gonna write up there. This one. I like how this turned out. I think that looks pretty good. I might include some yarn on this page too, because that was a fiber festival. This is from a party I went to. And then our Christmas tree tag. So yeah, and then everything else was from other points of the year or even last year, just random stuff. Oh yeah, I kept this, it's kind of gross, but this is the like Sani wrap thing from my tattoo that I got at the beginning of this year. So while we're waiting for dinner, I'm just gonna heat up the rest of this apple croissant French toast bake that I made the other day and put on a little maple syrup and probably some whipped cream and have that as a snack. Okay. So Robert's family really likes to do like Christmas crackers, and I think they're really cute, but I also think that it's a lot of waste that just doesn't really need to exist. And the thing I like the most about Christmas crackers are the party hats, the little crowns that you wear. So last year I decided to make homemade reusable Christmas cracker crowns. So what I did was I just cut out of course, a Lotus cookie box, a template of the crown, and I had purchased a big box of different elastics that I just used for the back half, like this, and felt from Michaels, just the super cheap kind. It's, you know, plastic, it's not wool or anything, but yeah, and then I use two colors. So here, let me show you an example. I made like a whole bunch of cutouts last year and then didn't have time to sew them all together, so I'm gonna finish them this year. But here's one that's white on one side, then this nice forest green on the back, and then I'll do the red elastic around with red embroidery floss, and I stitch it all the way around this, and then, you know, stitch the elastic inside with some, you know, denser amount of stitches right there. And these turn out so freaking cute. They stay on your head better than the paper, little tissue paper ones. They're comfy. They don't make a lot of noise when you're wearing them, which it's not like a huge issue, but some people have sensitivity to noise, including myself. They can be like totally customized. If you wanted to go a step further, you could even like embroider somebody's name on it if you want to use them every year. And they're so cute. I'm gonna go grab the ones that I made last year so you can see a final product. Okay, so I wanted to keep them all like with my Christmas decor so that they wouldn't get lost, but a few people did take theirs home, which is fine. But I sure hope they have them again because, well, I guess we'll have enough this year, but we'll see. So here's one that I made last year. Isn't that just so freaking cute? I love it. So this one has the dark green on that side and then a lighter green on this side with the pale yellow accents. And that's what they look like on. It doesn't look great with my dirty hair, but it's just like a fun thing to do. And then here's one that's red with green and lime green. And I think this is like a really pale pink embroidery floss. This one's a little bit bigger. Isn't that adorable? I just think this is a really fun, easy craft that you could do. And it takes hardly any time and money. It's super inexpensive and quick. So this one has a burgundy and red and with a white elastic. And the embroidery floss I used is actually it's like a green gradient. So you can't really tell, but you know, if you look at it long enough, you can kind of tell. So that one's really cute too. So all of them, you know, you can switch it up based on your outfit or whatever. So I have a couple here that I'm going to work on. I have gold and forest green and white with the red background. I showed that one before. Ouch. This one, they have pins holding everything together. This one's red elastic with gold and like the bright green. And then this one, the maroon and yellow with the pale yellow accent. So just something fun you could make if you need an idea for a little Christmas craft, or like a super cute stocking stuffer. This would be so cute for a little kid stocking stuffer. And it like literally once you cut out the pieces and get all the supplies, honestly getting the supplies is the hardest part. You don't even need to know how to sew to do this. It's just going like this, in and out, all the way around, and then you do, you know, a couple of crusts, like, and And you don't have to make it perfect. The less perfect it is, the more adorable it is. So, there you go. A little idea for a craft. That was 5 red potatoes, or about a pound, and the recipe called for 4 carrots, but when you saw this carrot, that's like a honkin' carrot. So I just did 3. I think that'll be fine. Those all go in there. And I'm gonna cut up another onion too. Okay. I'm just gonna mix this around a bit. Actually think I'm gonna try and get whoops, if I can grab the meat. There we go. It's already starting to fall apart, which is perfect. Put this back on for excuse me, goodness. I'm gonna do 15. What time is it? Yeah, we'll do 15 minutes. That should be plenty. Yeah.
Stir it every few minutes.
Yeah. Robert's making us some hot chocolate while I end off Vlogmas day 4. Yes, day 4. So we had our pot roast for dinner. It was really good. I didn't show any of it, but it tastes great. Big surprise. And I finished up one of my crowns today. So this one, yeah, is the dark green white with the red accent. Here it is on. This is honestly quite big. I don't know who said this is gonna fit, because I already have kind of a big head, but that's okay. Somebody will wear it. If it's a little loose, that kind of works with the quirkiness anyway, right? And I also started, not that one, this one today. So this will be finished sometime tomorrow probably. They're really quick because I think I spent maybe 30 minutes at most working on these. So that was scary. We just watched an episode. We watched the season 5 premiere of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. It was fine. I think that it'll take us a while to get through this season. It's not like our favorite right now, but maybe it gets better. Hard to know. Anyway, that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow for day 5. Bye.